Now to our GMA cover story. A Major League Baseball player revealing his secret struggle with an eating disorder, shedding light on an issue rarely spoken about among men. His story is part of a new documentary we're exclusively premiering from LeBron James's production company, Uninterrupted. ABC's Paula Ferris is here and has more on that. Good morning, Paula.
Good morning to you, Robin. Good morning, everyone. Mike Marjama, he's a catcher for the Seattle Mariners, says that it is emasculating to have an eating disorder. They're rarely spoken about, but in no way are they uncommon among males. Marjama says it was his desire for perfection that pushed him to a point where he was withering away and ultimately a danger to himself.
Marjama's had a nice night.
For Seattle Mariners catcher Mike Marjama, playing in the majors was his dream from early on. But his road to the pros wasn't without personal roadblocks.
I kind of had baseball taken away from me my junior year of high school. I wasn't able to play, unfortunately, because of my eating disorder and my hospitalizations.
Marjama opening up about that eating disorder in a new documentary short from Uninterrupted.
You could die. You can die.
And the 28-year-old is hoping to shed light on a topic that's often deemed uncomfortable in male culture.
Going into my 8th grade year of junior high school, that's when it really started. So my way of thinking about it was, if I'm going to get a girlfriend, I got to have a six-pack. And so I thought that if I didn't eat anything, well, I wouldn't get any fat. And then if I worked out a ton, I would get big and muscular.
Marjama says that's when things spiraled and began to consume him.
I kind of progressively got into anorexia, ultimately into binging and purging and into bulimia as well. I guess rock bottom for me was my junior year of high school, and being put in an inpatient program. That's when it really hit home that, you know, maybe I do have a problem.
That problem is not at all uncommon, as about 1 in 3 struggling with an eating disorder is male. And in the U.S. alone, eating disorders will affect 10 million males at some point in their lives.
No, not today.
And now, 11 years later, Marjama is in recovery and is not taking his success or his platform for granted.
If I could maybe affect one person that doesn't have to have their hopes and dreams taken away from them because they are suffering from an eating disorder and they're able to follow their hopes and dreams, that's all I really want.
Good for him. Marjama is really committed to using his Major League Baseball platform for good. His season opener is tomorrow. We're going to be rooting for him. He's just getting started in Major League Baseball. And again, that documentary short from Uninterrupted premieres today, Robin. But 1 in 3. Staggering.
I know. People are going to be surprised by that. Paula, thank you so much. Go talk to Jen Ashton about this right now. It's dangerous not to treat your eating disorder.
Right. And people think this is just a matter of getting too thin. I want to be crystal clear. This can result in intensive care unit treatment and death. And let me show you why. If you look at this list, any type of extreme eating disorder has the potential to cause heart failure, kidney failure, stomach ulcers, tears or ruptures in the esophagus, tooth decay, electrolyte abnormality. This can be life-threatening. I have seen it in my patients, and thanks to this story, we now know that obviously this is not something that discriminates based on your gender or sex.
Are the signs and symptoms different for men and women going through this?
That is the really tough thing. Again, there's a huge cultural stigma here, so that affects both the patient suffering with this, who may then delay recognizing it to get diagnosed and treated, and it delays the healthcare professional from saying, wow, I should be thinking about this, and we don't totally understand why. But the signs or symptoms in general for a man who may be struggling with an eating disorder, there can be a preoccupation with their body image. We heard about that in the piece. They can have a lower testosterone level. There can be significant stress or anxiety that focuses around physical fitness, getting into the gym, working out, and they can also be using anabolic steroids. So these are general associations, but it can be hard to make this diagnosis.
And what about treatment?
That's the good news, Robin. With treatment, 80% of people can recover completely or improve significantly, so there should be no shame in this game. We need to recognize this and promptly treat it, regardless of whether someone is a man or a woman, boy or girl.
I love how you say no shame in this game.
Totally.
No. All right. Thanks so much, Jen. Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.